Hello everyone, it's Al Red Sox fan. It's Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel, and we're going to continue with our Out of the Park Baseball 1978 one and done tournament. The Kansas City Royals taking on the Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee. Open seating. The winner will go to the Final Four. In 1978, the Kansas City Royals would win the Western Division with a 92-70 record. They would lose to the New York Yankees in the American League Championship Series. The Milwaukee Brewers finished third in the American League East with a tremendous record of 93 wins and 69 losses. You win, you stay in. You lose, you take a snooze. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some baseball. In the chat, we have the original Grognard. How are you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Wonderful military strategy channel, sports, action games. Check out the original Grognard. I will be managing the Milwaukee Brewers, the Out of the Park Baseball 19 sim engine, the Kansas City Royals. Leading off for the Kansas City Royals, George Brett. He's playing third base. Batting second, the designated hitter, Hal Mcrae. Batting third in center field, Amos Otis. Batting fourth in right field, Al Collins. Batting fifth, playing first base, John Wathan. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Frank White. Batting seventh, doing the catching, Darrell Porter. Batting eighth in left field, Tom Poquette. Batting ninth, the little general, playing shortstop, Freddie Patek. On the hill, looking to lead the Kansas City Royals to the Final Four of our 1978 one-and-done tournament, Paul Splittorff. In 78, he went 19-13 with a 3.40 earned run average. For the Milwaukee Brewers, leading off is the shortstop Robin Yount. Batting second, the money man, playing first base, Don Money. Batting third, the left fielder Larry Hisle. Batting fourth, the former Oakland Athletic, playing third base, Sal Bando. Batting fifth, Stormin Gorman Thomas, and he is playing center field. Batting sixth, Sixto Lescano, and he's in right. The designated hitter, Cecil Cooper, batting seventh. Batting eighth, playing second base, Paul Molitor. And batting ninth, doing the catching, Charlie Moore. On the hill, hoping to propel the Milwaukee Brewers to the Final Four, Jerry Augustine. He was 13-12 with an ERA 4.54. Both pitchers are left-handed throwers. Let's get to the ballpark and play some ball. As you can see, Jerry Augustine on the hill, 13-12, struck out 59, walked 61, has some control issues, even though this control factor is a 6. Left-handed thrower. Stamina 9 out of 10. Hold factor 10 out of 10. Quality of pitches below average 3 out of 10. Movement excellent 8 out of 10. Control 6 out of 10. That's overall. Could fluctuate with right-handed or left-handed batters. Behind the plate you have Charlie Moore, 6 out of 10 arm, 6 out of 10 defense. Sal Bando's at third, 8 out of 10. The same with Robin Yount at short, 8 out of 10. Molitor and Money, 7 out of 10 at second and first. Larry Heissel's in left, 7 out of 10 defense and range, 10 out of 10 arm. Gorman Thomas is in center, 5 out of 10 defense and range, 8 out of 10 arm. And Sisto Lescano's in right, 7 out of 10 defense and range, 10 out of 10 arm. Here's George Brett leading off things, left-handed batting third baseman in 1978, batted .294 with 9 homers and 62 ribbies. Against left-handed pitching, 7 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. He's a spray hitter. Augustine picks up the side. Moore sets a target. Here's the pitch to Brett. 2-2 count. Brett rips that ball, sinking line drive to center, and making the catch coming in on the run is Gorman Thomas. Nice catch by Stormin. Gorman, one away. That'll bring up Hal Mcrae, the designated hitter, and in 78, Mcrae batted .273, 16 homers, 72 runners knocked in. 7 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. Right-handed pull hitter. Brewers will shift left in the infield, and they will shift left in the outfield. He will chase on occasions. On deck, Amos Otis. Augustine's going to look for the pitch around, try to hit the black of the plate, inside or outside. Here's the pitch to Mcrae. 1-2. Mcrae punches that ball to right field. Nice piece of hitting by Hal Mcrae. The right-handed pull hitter goes the other way, beating the shift. So Mcrae is at first. 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Don Money holding him on. Here's Amos Otis, Royal center fielder, 298, 22 home runs, 96 ribbies, 8 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 8 out of 10 eye versus left-handed pitching. He's a right-handed normal hitter. Augustine throws over to first, and Mcrae just gets back as Money slaps the tag on him, trying to keep him close. Brewers will play double play depth. Yount and Molitor pinch the middle. Here's the pitch to Otis. Grounded to Bando. Bando over to second, on to first. Double play, inning over. Nice play by Sal Bando. Over to Molitor and on to Money. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here in Milwaukee. Due up for the Brew crew. Yount, Money, and Hisle to face Paul Splittorff. Splittorff, 19 and 13, 3.40 earned run average, striking out 76, walking 60. Quality of pitches below average, 3 out of 10. Movement good, 7 out of 10. Control very good, 8 out of 10. Porter's behind the plate, 8 out of 10 arm, 9 out of 10 defense. Brett at third, 8 out of 10 defense. Freddie Patek average at short, 5 out of 10 for the little general. Frank White very good at second, 8 out of 10 defense. And John Wathan's also 8 out of 10 defense at first. Tom Poquette gets the start in left, as he gets left-handed pitching quite well in 78. 9 out of 10 defense and range, 7 out of 10 arm. Amos Otis is in center. He is outstanding. 8 out of 10 defense and range, 9 out of 10 arm. The same with Al Collins in right. 8 out of 10 defense and range, 9 out of 10 arm. And here's Robin Yount to lead things off. Again, the winner goes to the Final Four in our one-and-done 1978 tournament in this Elite 8 matchup. Yount batted .293 with 9 homers and 71 ribbies. Right-handed pull hitter. 8 out of 10 contact, 4 out of 10 power, 3 out of 10 eye. He's going to take, here's the pitch from Splittorff. And that's in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch. Porter did a nice job of framing it. 0-1 count. Porter wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Yount swings, and he lines it, and it's going to drop in to left center. So Robin Yount with a leadoff single. 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. And now bring up the money man, Don Money, the first baseman. In 78. Batted .293, 14 home runs, 54 runners knocked in. 9 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. In the tournament, batting .444 with a ribby. They're going to play hit and run. There goes, oh, it's Yount, and Money punches the ball to right. Coming in is Collins. He makes the catch, fires back to first, but not in time. Yount quickly gets back to the bag. The hit and run fails. So 1 out, 1 on for Larry Hisle, the left fielder. He's batting .444 in the tournament with 2 homers and 4 ribbies. In 78, .290, 34 home runs, 150 runners knocked, 15 runners knocked in. 8 out of 10 contact, 9 out of 10 power, 8 out of 10 eye. Right-handed pull hitter. Royals play their defense Normal in the infield and outfield. No shift at all. Porter sets the target. Splittorff kicks and fires to Hisle. Full count. And Hisle works a walk. So 1 out, 2 on. Yount's at second. Hisle's at first. And here comes the third baseman, Sal Bando. He started that double play that ended the top of the first. Sal Bando, the former Oakland Athletic, 3-time World Series champion. In 1978, batted .285, 17 homers, 78 runners knocked in. He's batting .333 in the tournament with 2 ribbies. 8 out of 10 contact, 7 out of 10 power, 8 out of 10 eye. Splittorff nods his head. Here's the pitch to Bando. 1-0. Bando swings, rips his ball deep to left. On the run, looking up and watching it go bit by birdie is Poquette. That is a 3-run blast for Sal Bando. And Harvey's Wallbangers take a 3-0 lead. To the joy of the Brewers fans here at County Stadium. Let's watch that over. As Bando crushes that ball to left, Poquette gave chase, ran out of room, looked up, and watched it go over the wall like a beautiful balloon. Not too beautiful to him, though, but for the Brewers fans, it was outstanding. 3-0 Milwaukee. And here comes Stormin' Gorman Thomas. Thomas in 78, 246, 32 round trippers, and 86 runners knocked in. In the tournament, he's batting .500 with 3 home runs, all solo blasts, and 3 ribbies. 6 out of 10 contact, 10 out of 10 power, 8 out of 10 eye. He's a patient hitter. Here's the pitch to Thomas. 2-2 count. And he rips his ball deep down the left field line. Poquette looking up. It's gone! Back-to-back jacks. Bando and now Stormin' Gorman Thomas. It's 4-0. Splittorff fooling no one. Here's a replay of the second home run in this inning. Thomas all over that pitch. Flat slider and bye-bye birdie. 4-0 Brew Crew. As he touches them all. And here comes the right fielder, Sisto Lescano. 292, 15 home runs, 61 ribbies. In the tournament, he's batting .400, 2 home runs, and 4 runners knocked in. 8 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 power, 8 out of 10 eye. 1 out. 4-0 Brew Crew. Lescano awaits the Splittorff delivery. Here it is. 2-1. Lescano takes that outside pitch, punches it to right center. On the run, making the catch is Amos Otis. He calls off Al Collins in right center. 2 down. And that will bring up the designated hitter, former Boston Red Sox, Cecil Cooper. Cooper in 78, 312, 13 homers, 54 ribbies. In the tournament, batting 1,000. No homers, 2 runners knocked in. 8 out of 10 contact, 5 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. He will chase on occasions. 2 outs, base is empty, 4-0 Brewers. Here's the pitch to Cooper. 1-1 count, Cooper swings, and he punches that ball down the left field line over the leap of George Brett. But quickly getting to it is Poquette before it rattles around in the corner, holding Cooper to a single. Inning stays alive for the number 8 batter, Paul Molitor. The Brewers' second baseman batted .273, 6 home runs, and 45 ribbies in 78. In the tournament, .375 and 5 runners knocked in. 6 out of 10 contact, 2 out of 10 power, 2 out of 10 eye. Cooper, 5 out of 10 speed, 7 out of 10 stealing ability. Here's the pitch to Molitor. 2-0. Molitor pops it up on the infield. The second baseman, White, coming in. He makes the catch. Side is retired, but the Brewers strike for 4 on back-to-back jacks from Bando and Thomas. We go to the top of the second, 4-0 Brew Crew. The winner advances to the Final 4 of our 1978 one-and-done tournament. Due up for the Royals, Collins, Wathan, and White to face Jerry Augustine. Al Collins, 274 with 5 home runs and 63 RBI in 78. In the tournament, he is batting .300 with no homers, no ribbies. 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. Right-handed normal hitter. Augustine's ready to work. He deals to Collins, 1-1 count. Collins pops it up on the infield, coming in from short is Yount. He makes the catch. He calls off Bando, 1 away. And I'll bring up the first baseman, John Wathan. He's batting .667 in the tournament with a ribby, no homers. And in 78 batted .300 with 2 home runs and 28 runners knocked in. 5 out of 10 contact, poor power and eye, though they're both 2s. Right-handed spray hitter. Charlie Moore sets the target. Here's the pitch to Wathan, 2-2 count. And Wathan rips a shot to right, but picking it up on the infield is the second baseman, Molitor. Hard hit ball, nice play by Paul Molitor. So there's 2 outs, no one on. And here comes Frank White. Second baseman, he has struggled in the tournament, only batting .143 with 1 ribby, no homers. In 78, 275, 7 round trippers, 50 runners knocked in, 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. Right-handed pull hitter. The infield will shift left. Outfield will play straight away and normal. Augustine peers in at Moore, nods his head. Will wind up being the pitch to White. White swings at the first pitch, grounds it slowly to Bando, who fires to Money at first. Side retired. 1-2-3, go the Royals. Bottom of the second, 4-0 Brew Crew. 2 up for the Brewers, Charlie Moore, Robin Yount, and Don Money, looking to add to their 4-0 lead. Charlie Moore, the catcher, 269, 5 home runs, 31 ribbies in 1978, batting .333 in the tournament. No homers, no ribbies. 6 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 3 out of 10 eye. Right-handed pull hitter. The Royals do not shift in the infield or outfield. They play it straight away and normal. Splittorf kicks and fires to Charlie Moore. 1-2 count. Moore, slow grounder left side. And that is a ground out to third. Nice range by Brett, cutting in front of Podtek. And a strong throw to Wathan. 1 out. Robin Yount, top of the order. He is 1 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Again, no shift by the Royals. Splittorf deals to Yount. 0-1. Yount swings. Grounds it to Brett. Over to Wathan. 2 away. Brett's been a busy beaver at third base, flashing the leather. Excellent defender, 8 out of 10. He's showing it in this game. And Don Money, the money man, steps to the plate. He is 0 for 1. Trying to keep the inning alive and move the line. He awaits the Splittorf offering. Pitch homeward bound. Full count. Money rips that shot. Left center field's going to get down and jump the gap. Money's digging for 2. And he has a 2-out double. Don Money, not the fastest runner. You could say he's quite slow. 1 out of 10 speed, 2 out of 10 stealing ability, but he keeps the inning alive. Any other person hitting that ball probably standing at third base. But here comes Larry Hisle. He walked his first time up. Hisle, tremendous power hitter. Money will get a few extra steps with 2 outs. He'll need it. Here's the pitch to Larry Hisle. 1-1. Hisle rips that ball down the right field line. It's going to get down. Do you want to signal Money to round third base and try to score? The ball is deep. Money's an awful runner. Collins has a kin for an arm coming up on deck as Bando. They will hold Money at third. So first and third, runners on the corners for Sal Bando. He got things going with a 3-run homer in his first at-bat in the bottom of the first. Can he do it again? Money at third. Hisle at first. Bando's at the plate. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Bando swings at the inside pitch. Drives it deep to right field. Going back is Collins at the track. He reaches up and makes the catch. Bando just missed an opposite field home run. Brewers strand 2. They go to the top of the third. 4-0 Milwaukee. 2 up for the Royals. Porter, Poquette, and Podtek. The Triple P's to face Jerry Augustine. Darrell Porter in 1978. batted .265, 18 home runs, 78 runners knocked in against left-handed pitching, lefty-lefty matchup. 5 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 5 out of 10 eye. He is a pull hitter. Brewers infield will go hard shift right, and the outfield will shift right. Augustine picks up the sign from Charlie Moore. Here's the pitch to Porter. 2-0. Porter swings, grounds it to Brett, who is playing short on the shift. He throws to first. 1 down. Now bring up Tom Poquette. Poquette 0 for 3 in the tournament. In 1978, batted .216, 4 home runs, 3 ribbies. But Poquette was inserted in the lineup because against lefties he batted .286. Limited, but it was .286. Here's the pitch to Poquette. 1-1. Ground ball slowly to second. Molitor throws to first. 2 down. And here's the little general, Freddie Patek. Batting .333 in the tournament. .248 in 78. With 2 home runs and 46 ribbies. Patek. Right-handed batter, normal hitter, excellent bunter. Corners will play in, as he's a 9 out of 10 bunter, bunting for a base hit. So Bando in at third, Money's in at first. Augustine peers in, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Patek. 1-0. Patek swings, slow roller, charging in his out. He fires the first, good stretch by Money, and they just nipped the little general. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the third. 4-0 Brew Crew. 2 up for the Brewers. Thomas, Lascano, and Cooper. Thomas homered his first time up, as Bando and Thomas went back-to-back jacks in the bottom of the first. Splittorff has thrown 51 pitches. He's ready to work. He deals to Thomas. 2-2 count. They come inside. Thomas sends that ball high. Left center field, and Poquette makes the catch, calling off Amos Otis in center. 1 down. Thomas got under that. Striding to the plate, 0 for 1, the right fielder, Sisto Lescano. Right-handed normal hitter. Porter goes through the sign. Splittorff nods his head. The big windup and pitch to Lescano. He swings at the first pitch, punches it, shallow line, drive to right, coming in is Collins. He makes the catch, 2 down. Base is empty for the designated hitter, Cecil Cooper. He is 1 for 1, Coop is. Cooper awaits the Splittorff offering. Here's the pitch, 2-2 on Coop. Cooper swinging a miss. The side is retired. Top of the fourth, 4-0 Brewers. Due up for the Royals, top of the order, Brett, McCrae, and Amos Otis. To face Jerry Augustine. Augustine 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no Ks. Brett is 0 for 1, left-handed spray hitter. Infield, outfield for the Brew Crew, straight away and normal. Augustine kicks and fires. Brett swings at the first pitch, sends that ball right center field. Amos Otis on the run. Gorman Thomas on the run. He makes the catch. 1 down. Brett got under that one. Drove it a long way, but got under it. Nice play by Thomas. You can hear, with every out, the joy of these Brewers fans here at County Stadium in Milwaukee. Hal Mcrae, the designated hitter. He's 1 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. The Brewers infield will shift left, and the outfield will shift left. Augustine takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He kicks and fires to McCrae, 0-2, and he strikes him out looking. Jerry Augustine picks up his first strikeout. Set him up with the fastball, got him looking with the off-speed pitch. So 2 outs, base is empty for Amos Otis. He is 0 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Augustine rubs up the baseball. Back up on the bump now. The windup and the pitch to Otis. 3-0, and Otis works a walk. Otis, a very dangerous base runner at first. 8 out of 10 speed, 10 out of 10 stealing ability. Don Money holding him on. Augustine throws over. Otis back safely. Again, Augustine peeks over to first. He'll have to deal with Al Collins at the plate, who's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch to Collins. 1-0, he jams him. It's a pop-up. And coming in from first, calling off the catcher is Money. He makes the catch, side retired. Bottom of the fourth, 4-0 Brewers. 2 up for Milwaukee. Molitor, Moore in the top of the order. Robin Yount to face Paul Splittorff. Splittorff has gone 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 K. He's thrown 62 pitches. Molitor is 0 for 1. Right-handed batting shortstop. Here's the pitch. 0-1. Molitor sends his ball left field, going back. On the track is Paquette, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Charlie Moore steps at plate. Brewers catcher, 0 for 1. Right-handed pull hitter. Again, the Royals do not shift in the infield or outfield. Porter sets the target. Here's the pitch to his counterpart, Charlie Moore. Moore swings at the first pitch, and that's a liner to Brett. He makes a good reaction play at third, 2 down. Brett has been stellar with the glove in this game. Again, flashing the leather, showing that 8 out of 10 defense. 2 outs, top of the order for Robin Yount. He's 1 for 2, the Milwaukee shortstop. Another right-handed pull hitter. Splittorff deals to Yount, 2-2. Yount rips a shot down the left field line. It's going to get down and get some wall. Yount slides in safely with a 2-out double. Paquette couldn't get there in time. So Yount's in scoring position, 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Here's Don Money. He is 1 for 2. Chance of not going to run for Money. Money will use all fields. He's a spray hitter. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Money swings, and that's going to be a sinking line drive, and coming in, making the catch knee-high is Tom Paquette. Yount is stranded at second. We go to the top of the fifth, 4-0 Brewers. So far, those 4 runs in the first have been holding up. Jerry Augustine will face Wathen, White, and Porter for the Royals. John Wathen, the first baseman, is 0 for 1. Right-handed spray hitter. Augustine peers in, picks up the sign. He deals to Wathen, 1-0. Wathen swings at the outside pitch, grounds meekly to Augustine, who throws to first, 1 down. Well, I'll bring up the second baseman, Frank White. He's 0 for 1. He's only batting 125 in the tournament. That's 1 for 8. Another right-handed pull hitter. The infield will shift left for the Brewers. Outfield straightaway and normal. Augustine shakes off Moore. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch to White, 0-2. White grounds to Augustine, who throws to Money, 2 down. Royals playing pepper with the pitcher. 2 ground balls to Augustine, 2 outs. And here comes the number 7 batter, the catcher, Darrell Porter. He is 0 for 1, left-handed pull hitter. Brewers infield will go hard shift right, and the outfield will shift right. Left side open for Porter. Can he punch it the other way? Augustine hopes not. Kicks and fires. 0-2. Porter ground to short. Inning over. Perfect positioning for Yount. He was practically playing behind the second base bag. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 4-0 Brewers. 2 up for Milwaukee. Hisle, Bando, and Thomas to face Paul Splittorff. He had that one huge hiccup in the first where he gave up back-to-back jacks, a 3-run homer to Bando, and a solo shot by storming Gorman Thomas. He now faces Larry Hisle, who has walked and had a base hit. Splittorff ready. Here's the pitch. 1-2, Hisle lines out to Brett. Brett continues to flash the leather at the hot corner. 1 out, and here comes Sal Bando, 1 for 3. He had a 3-run homer in the first. Bando hoping to go boom again. Splittorff kicks and deals. 2-1. And Sal Bando singles up the middle. He's now 2 for 3. So with 1 out, Bando's at first, very slow. Watson is holding him on. Podtek and White hoping to turn 2 up the middle. And here comes Stormin' Gorman Thomas. He had a solo homer in the bottom of the first, as Bando and himself went back-to-back jacks. Splittorff takes a peek at first, now looks in at Porter. He's ready. He'll wind up and the pitch to Thomas. 1-2. Thomas ground to the right side. White to Podtek, but the good hard slide breaks up any double play effort. Nice play by Bando. Keeps the inning alive, so 2 outs, and Thomas is at first. He's slow, 2 out of 10 speed, 5 out of 10 stealing ability. And here's Sisto Lescano, the right fielder, is 0 for 2. Splittorff has now thrown 86 pitches. Splittorff pays no heed to Thomas at first, even though Watson's holding him on. His full concentration is Lescano at the plate. He's ready. He rocks and fires. 0-1. Lescano. Pop-up. Shallow. Center field. Going out is White. Coming in is Otis. And making the catch is White as he calls off Amos Otis. The side is retired. Thomas stranded at first. Top of the 6th. 4-0 Milwaukee. The winner will move on to the Final Four in our one-and-done 1978 tournament. Jerry Augustine, 5 innings, only 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 1 K. He will face in the top of the 6th Tom Poquette, Freddie Podtek, and George Brett. Tom Poquette is 0 for 1, left-handed pull hitter. The infield will shift hard right, outfield straightaway and normal for the Brewers. Augustine deals to Tom Poquette. 1-1 count. Poquette swings. Sends that ball. Shallow center. Coming in is Thomas. And he makes the basket catch. 1 down. Jerry Augustine wheeling and dealing. Here comes the little general, Freddie Podtek. He is 0 for 1. 9 out of 10 bunter for a base hit. Corners will play in. Bando in at third. Money in at first. Here's the pitch to the little general, Freddie Podtek. 2-2 count. Podtek rips a shot down the left field line. No one's going to get there. Hisle chases it, digs it out of the corner. Here's the relay throw. Not in time. Freddie Podtek has picked up the Royals' 2nd hit with a 1-out double. D. Scott Howard has joined us in the chat. Good friend from the Pacific Northwest. Hope all is well. He says hello to myself and Devin. And that will bring up George Brett. Podtek, tremendous speed and base running ability at second. 1 out. Brett is 0 for 2. Brett uses the whole field. He is a left-handed batting spray hitter. Augustine off the mound, rubbing up the baseball. Puts it back in his glove. Back up on the bump. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Brett. Brett swings at the first. No, there goes Podtek. He is gunned out by a mile. What the heck was he thinking? Down by 4, Freddie Podtek on his own volition. Tries to steal third, and he is thrown out by a good country week by Charlie Moore. Say no more, thou shall not pass. So 2 outs, base is empty for George Brett. And Harvey Keene not too happy with Freddie Podtek in the dugout. Brett now needs to keep the inning alive. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. 2-1. Brett, and he punches that ball down the left field line. Possibly would have scored Podtek. And that's a 2-out single. So Freddie Podtek, being gunned out at third, comes back to haunt the Royals. So 2 outs. Money holding Brett on. Brett, an excellent base runner. And that will bring up the designated hitter, Hal Mcrae, who is 1 for 2, currently batting .273 in the tournament with 1 homer, 3 ribbies, and a stolen base. McRae's a right-handed pull hitter. Brewers will shift left in the infield and also shift left in the outfield. Augustine throws over, and just getting back with his hand on the bag is Brett. Again, Augustine looks to first. now in at the plate, picks up the sign. Here's the pitch to Hal Mcrae. Mcrae swings at the... No, there goes Brett! And the throw, and he's out! Charlie Moore has gunned down 2 Kansas City runners. And the side is retired. The Royals want to go go-go. They're going to be going go-go home. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Milwaukee. As D. Scott Howard says, why steal third? Crazy call. I agree. Sometimes sim engines do the craziest things. Due up for the Brewers, Cooper, Molitor, and Moore to face Paul Splittorff. Since that horrible first inning, he has put up goose eggs. But that horrible first inning has held up for the Brewers. And it wasn't horrible to them at all. They scored 4 runs on back-to-back jacks by Bando and Thomas. A 3-run homer by Bando. A solo shot by Stormin Gorman Thomas. Cooper is 1 for 2. Designated hitter, left-handed pull hitter. Here's the pitch to Coop. Inside pitch. Cooper pops it up, left side. Brett calls for it. He makes the catch. 1 out. Here's the number 8 batter, Paul Molitor. The second baseman is 0 for 2. Choking up on the bat just a bit. He awaits the Splittorff offering. Pitch coming homeward bound. 1-0. Molitor grounds to short. Patek throws to Wathen, and that's 2 down. Scoring at home, 6-3. 2 outs, base is empty for Charlie Moore, who gunned down Patek at third and Brett at second to end the top of the 6th. He'd love to jack 1 out. Below average power, though. 0 for 2 today, currently batting .273 in the tournament. Splittorff, he's ready. Here's the pitch to Charlie Moore, 1-1 count. And Moore punches it through past Brett and Patek into left. He's now 1 for 3. He keeps the inning alive. The line moves to the top of the order, and Robin Yount, who is 2 for 3. Charlie Moore, 5 out of 10 speed, 7 out of 10 stealing ability. And he will be off on contact. John Wathen holding him on. Yount looking to pick up his 3rd hit. Currently batting .462 in the tournament. 1 homer, 1 ribby. Right-handed pull hitter. Once again, the Royals do not shift. They play it straight away and normal in both the infield and outfield. Here's the pitch. Full count to Yount. And he goes down looking, not happy with the call from the man in blue. But Splittorff and the Royals come off the field. We go to the top of the 7th, 4-0. The Milwaukee Brewers. Due up for the Kansas City Royals, Hal Mcrae. He was at the plate when Brett was gunned down by Charlie Moore trying to steal second. He'll be followed by Amos Otis and Al Collins. Jerry Augustine has been quite economical. He's only thrown 60 pitches through 6. 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 K. Mcrae, right-handed pull hitter. Infield and outfield will both shift left. They don't believe that Mcrae can punch the ball the other way. Augustine deals to Mcrae. 0-1. Mcrae grounds to the right side. And there, Johnny on the spot is Molitor. He throws the first, 1 away. He tried to beat the shift, but to no avail. 1 out. Center fielder Amos Otis. He is 0 for 1. Right-handed normal hitter. Augustine wants to stay in a rhythm. Works quickly. 2-2 count. Slow roller to third. Bando goes over. Fires! And they just nip Amos Otis. Good stretch by Money. So 2 up, 2 down. Milwaukee fans are smelling it here at County Stadium. And I'm not talking about the beer and knockwurst. They're smelling the Final Four for this one-and-done 1978 tournament. Augustine off the mound, rubbing up the baseball once again. Puts it in his glove. Back up on the hill. Takes a deep breath. Collins is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Al Collins. 2-2 count. They come inside. Collins sends that ball down the left field line. On the run is Hisle. Hisle leaps. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. He bangs into the wall. He robs a potential home run. Definitely extra bases. Larry Hisle What a web gem! As they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game, we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is a joyous, raucous crowd here at County Stadium in Milwaukee. Let's see the replay of Larry Hisle's marvelous catch. As the fans sing along to Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Tremendous cheers here at County Stadium. And let's watch Larry Hisle flash the leather in left down the corner. As Collins crushes that ball down left field line, Hisle goes leaping up, making that was a possible home run there. What a catch. Milwaukee can do no wrong today. In the chat, D. Scott Howard says, Al Collins and Gorman Thomas were very popular in their Seattle Mariners days. So here comes Don Money, followed by Larry Hisle, the man who made the web gem catch, and Sal Bando. Money is 1 for 3. Splittorff has thrown 102 pitches. Money awaits the Splittorff offering. Pitch homeward bound, 3-0, and he walks on 4 straight pitches. Splittorff could be laboring. And here's Larry Hisle. He's 1 for 2. He's going to take. There's the pitch. That's a strike in there. Fastball, lower inside corner. Money takes a slight lead off first. Wathen holding him on. Porter sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Hisle. Oh, they come inside, and Hisle is hit. Fans are booing, but I don't think that was intentional. So no outs, 2 on for Sal Bando. He is 2 for 3, a home run and 3 ribbies. Bottom of the first, he got the scoring started with a 3-run blast. Thomas followed it with a back-to-back jack. 4-0, all the runs scored then and there. After, he is also singled to center. Here's the pitch to Bando, 0-1. Bando, fly ball, left center field. Tom Poquette on the run, he makes the catch. Quickly retreating back to their bags are Money and Hisle. So 1 away. 2 on for Gorman Thomas, 1 for 3. He homered in the bottom of the first. Porter wiggles the fingers. Splittorff kicks and fires. 2-1. Thomas grounds to Brett. Brett to White. To Wathen. Double play. Side is retired. The Brewers get the first 2 runners on, but manage to get nothing. And in the words of Judge Smale from Caddyshack, Spalding, you will get nothing and like it. We go to the top of the 8th, still 4-0 Milwaukee. Due up to face Jerry Augustine will be John Wathen, Frank White, and Darryl Porter. Augustine, 7 innings. 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 K. The Brew crew has played stellar defense behind Jerry Augustine. John Wathen, the first baseman's 0 for 2, right-handed spray hitter. Augustine nods his head. He rocks and delivers. 0-1. And that ball's driven. Center field, racing back, and not getting there is Thomas. As that just missed, throwing out by a foot. So a leadoff double for John Wathen. Here comes Frank White. And Milwaukee will get Bill Castro up in the bullpen, the closer. (5-3-3, 3-9-2, 6-3-9, 4-4-1. So Bill Castro's up in the bullpen. In 1978, he had 8 saves. He was 5 wins and 4 losses. ERA 1.81. Does have some control issues. So Watson stands at second, and here comes Frank White. D. Scott Howard in the chat says regarding Larry Hisle being hit by a pitch, rob a home run and get plunked. That's old school. It sure is. Frank White has struggled. 1 for 9 with a ribby. That's a 111 batting average. He's 0 for 2. Right-handed pull hitter. The infield will shift left. The outfield will play straight away and normal for the Brew Crew. Here's the pitch to White. 1-1 count. And that's a pop-up. Shallow center. Going back is Molitor. And he makes the catch. As racing in was Thomas, but he was not going to get there. Paul Molitor calls off Yount, the shortstop. He makes the catch, 1 out. Watson still standing at second. Here comes Darryl Porter, left-handed pull hitter. Milwaukee will shift right but guard third. In the infield and shift right in the outfield. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's the pitch to Porter. 2-2 count. Porter grounds hard in the shift. And Money backhands it. Races to the bag. Steps on it for out number 2. Advancing to third. 90 feet away from scoring is Woffman. But there are 2 outs now. And here comes Tom Poquette. Tom Poquette is 0 for 2. Castro continues to warm. Augustine's only thrown 83 pitches. Poquette, a left-handed pull hitter. The infield will shift right. The outfield will play it straight away and normal. Woffman takes his lead from third. Here's the pitch from Augustine to Poquette. 0-2. Grounded into the shift. And that's out number 3 as Molitor throws the Money at first. Woffman is stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 4-0 Milwaukee. Castro is ready to go if necessary. We will sit him down. Splittorff, that horrible first inning has not been duplicated, but it's been enough for the Brewers. Since then, Splittorff has put up goose eggs, 2 through 7. He hopes to continue with another goose egg and keep it a 4-run deficit for the top of the 9th. Lescano, Cooper, and Molitor are up this inning. Lescano is 0 for 3. Right-handed normal hitter. Porter sets the target. Splittorff rocks and deals. 1-0. Lescano, hard hit ball up the middle into center field. Splittorff, 116 pitches. Lescano, 2 out of 10 speed, 6 out of 10 stealing ability at first. 4-0 Brew Crew. Woffman holds him on. Here's Cecil Cooper. Cooper is 1 for 3. They will play hit and run. There goes the runner. Cooper punches it. Shallow right center field. Coming in is Amos Otis. He makes the catch. Fires back towards first, but not in time. So 1 out, 1 on for Paul Molitor. And once again, we will get Castro up. He's ready. Molitor digs in that right-hander's batter's box, ready to grip and rip. Splittorff takes a peek at first. Now he's ready. The windup and the pitch to Molitor. 0-1. Molitor grounds a third. Brett to White. On to Woffman. Not in time. Good hustle down the line by Paul Molitor. And again, we will sit Castro. And here comes Charlie Moore. He threw 2 runners out. I don't remember the exact inning. I believe it was either the 5th or the 6th. I think it was the 5th. He threw Patek out at third and Brett out at second. The Royals ran themselves out of any hope. Moore 1 for 3. Ready to grip and rip. Splittorff takes a peek at Molitor, a very fast-paced runner. Here's the pitch to Moore. 0-2. Moore punches the ball shallow center field. Amos Otis coming on, and he makes the knee-high catch. Side is retired. We go to the top of the 9th. 4-0 Milwaukee. They are 3 outs away from advancing to the Final Four of our 1978 one-and-done tournament using Out of the Park Baseball 19. Augustine has thrown 87 pitches through 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 K. The closer, Bill Castro, is up. He is ready. Here comes the mound visit. I feel good, I really do. Augustine wants to close it out. We're going to give him the opportunity as he will face Freddie Podtek, the shortstop, and he is 1 for 2. Castro, for the moment, will sit. Podtek, an excellent bunter. Corners will move in to protect against a bunt base hit. Bando in at third, Money in at first. Here's the pitch to the little general. Podtek swings at the first pitch, drives it deep to center field. Racing back is Thomas. He leaps, he can't get there. Podtek digging for he goes back. Freddie Podtek thinking better of it, not wanting to get thrown out on the relay. Took a wide turnaround second and then thought better of it. Quickly got back to second. He has been thrown out at third, stealing, and that's going to be the day for Jerry Augustine. The closer, Bill Castro, will come in. Augustine goes 8. He's responsible for Podtek at second. He can only win it, he cannot lose it. Here is Bill Castro, the closer in 1978 for the Brew Crew. He had 8 saves, 5 wins, 4 losses. ERA 1.81. Through 49 2/3 innings. Right-handed pitcher. Quality of pitches below average, 3 out of 10. Movement and control excellent, 8 out of 10. Here's Brett. Here's the pitch. Full count. Brett rips that shot center field. He got under it. Thomas racing back, and he reaches up, makes the catch. Podtek tags and goes to third. The Brewers are 2 outs away from advancing to the Final Four. Here's Hal Mcrae, the designated hitter for the Royals. He is 1 for 3, right-handed pull hitter. Podtek run at third means nothing. The Brewers will shift left in the infield. Straightaway and normal in the outfield. Charlie Moore wiggles the finger, sets the target. Castro ready to work. He kicks and fires. 2-2 count to Mcrae. Mcrae rips a shot in the left past Bando and Yount. Scoring from third is Podtek, and it's 4-1. So Hal Mcrae is at first. Excellent base runner, Money holding him on. Here comes Amos Otis, the center fielder, is 0 for 2. He has walked once. Right-handed normal hitter. Otis, 1 for 10 with 3 ribbies in the tournament. But in 78, he had 22 round trippers. If Amos Otis goes yard, the Royals will pull to within 1. Milwaukee will pinch the middle with Yount and Molitor, hoping to turn 2 and end the ball game and punch their ticket to the Final Four. Castro, deep breath, arms down to his chest. He kicks and fires to Otis. 2-2 count. Otis swings, sends that ball deep to right field, racing back. That ball's gone! Amos Otis has just pulled the Royals to within 1 with a 2-run shot. As racing back was Liscano, he looked up and it was gone. And the jubilation here at County Stadium has just gone silent. It's now 4-3. Let's watch that blast by Amos Otis. Boom goes the ball. As Mcrae and Otis touch them all. 4-3. The closer has not done his job, that's for sure. They need 2 more outs. He'll have to get through Collins and Wathen for the Brewers to advance. to the final four. Al Collins, the right fielder, is 0 for 3. Right-handed normal hitter. That's not the right pitcher. Larry Caldwell, Game 1 starter, gets up in the pen and starts to loosen up quite quickly. There's no tomorrow in a one-and-done tournament. Collins digs in at the plate. Here's the pitch from Castro. 1-0. Collins swings, grounds it towards the second base backhanding and throwing to first is Molitor. 2 down, 2 down. Great range by Molitor. 7 out of 10 defense. So there's 2 outs. Continuing to warm in the Brewer bullpen is Mike Caldwell, Game 1 starter. And pinch hitting is Pete Lecoq. Brewers up 1, 4-3 over the Royals. Pete Lecoq in 1978, 295, 5 home runs, 48 ribbies. In the tournament, 1 for 1 with a ribby. Lecoq, 8 out of 10 contact, 3 out of 10 power, 4 out of 10 eye. He will chase. On deck, Frank White. A left-handed normal hitter. Milwaukee will guard the lines. In the infield, outfield straightaway and normal. Castro. A bead of sweat coming down his forehead. Takes a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Lecoq. 1-1 count. Lecoq swings, sends that ball deep the other way. Racing back, looking up, it's gone! The Royals have tied it up. Phil Castro has blown the save. It's a 4-4 ball game. Unbelievable. Hisle couldn't rob that one. As Pete Lecoq, not known for his power, left-handed batter, goes the other way, and it is 4-4. So just as the Brewers scored 4 in the bottom of the first, the Kansas City Royals, trailing by 4 in the top of the ninth, get 2 home runs, and they've tied it up. They've scored 4 in the top of the ninth. We have a whole new ball game. Caldwell continues to warm. There's no jocularity and jubilation anymore here at County Stadium. There's just anguish of what might have been, what might still be, though. Here's Frank White, second baseman's 0 for 3. Right-handed pull hitter. Infield will shift left, outfield straightaway and normal. Charlie Moore goes out, has a word with Castro, now back behind the plate. Castro hoping to get this final out. He has been god-awful. Here's the pitch to White. 0-1. White swings, punches a ball, shallow left. Larry Hisle lays out, racing towards the line, and he just robbed White of extra bases. We go to the bottom of the ninth, but we're knotted at 4. Brewers fans didn't want to hear this. They have a chance to win it. 4-4. Caldwell is ready. He will get the mound if we go to extra innings. On the mound for the Royals is their closer, the Mad Hungarian Hal Mcrae. 8-7 with 20 saves in 78, striking out 60, walking 35, 2.88 earned run average. What a unbelievable comeback by the Royals. Down by 4 going to the top of the ninth. They tie it up. Due up the top of the order to face the Mad Hungarian, Yount, Money, and Hisle. Robin Yount is 2 for 4. The Mad Hungarian peers in, picks up the sign from Porter. Here's the pitch to Yount, 1-1 count. Yount sends that ball center field, sinking line drive. Otis makes the running catch to his right, 1 away. we're going to get Caldwell back up. He's ready. We're just going to insert him. So he will be in the game if we go to the top of the 10th. Here's Don Money, first baseman, 1 for 3. Currently batting .417, no home runs, 1 ribby, 9 out of 10 contact, 6 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. Money would like to be the money man and have a walk-off homer. Grabowski, 7 out of 10 quality of pitches, 7 out of 10 movement, 5 out of 10 control. Fastball tops out between 95 and 97 miles per hour. Picks up the sign. The windup and the pitch to Money. 1-2. Money sends that ball down the right field line. On the run is Collins. On the run in the corner, and he makes the catch. 2 down. And here's Larry Hisle, who's made 2 absolutely fantastic plays in left. Can Hisle get a walk-off home run here? He is 1 for 2. Tremendous power hitter. Hisle had 34 home runs in '78 with 115 ribbies. 1 swing of the bat. Can he punch the ticket for the Brewers to the Final Four? Right-handed pull hitter. Again, the Royals do not shift in the infield or outfield. They're playing it straight away and normal. Here's the pitch. Full count to Hisle. Hisle grounds to right at second. Has trouble getting out of his glove. He throws to first. We go to extra innings. Top of the 10th, 4-4, say no more. And the Game 1 starter in this tournament, Mike Caldwell, is on the mound. In Game 1 of the tournament, he went 9 innings, 11 hits, 5 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 1. He did pick up the win as the Brewers thumped their opponent. As the Brew Crew organist is playing charge. Due up in the top of the 10th, the bottom third of the Kansas City Royals order, Porter, Paquette, and Patek. Porter, left-handed pull hitter. Infield will go hard shift right, and the outfield will shift right. Caldwell, a left-handed thrower, 10 out of 10 stamina, 9 out of 10 holdability. Quality of pitches, below average, 4 out of 10. Movement and control, excellent. 9 out of 10 movement, 8 out of 10 control. Does fluctuate between right-handed and left-handed batters. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Porter, 3-1. And he walks the go-ahead run. Oh, Caldwell. Porter will be lifted off the base paths for the speedy Willie Wilson. 10 out of 10 stealing ability, 10 out of 10 speed. And Steve Braun will come in to hit. Braun is 1 for 5 in the tournament. That's a 200 batting average. Braun in '78 batted .263, no home runs, 14 ribbies, 4 out of 10 contact against lefties, 2 out of 10 power, 6 out of 10 eye. He's a patient batter. Caldwell throws over! Wilson was leaning. There's the pitch out. Wilson's not going. 1 ball, no strikes. Caldwell throws over again. They almost had him. Wilson again dives back in. Money slapped the tag on him just a bit late. Caldwell will pitch out of the hold runner. Double play depth in the infield for Molitor and Yount. Again, Caldwell trying to hold Wilson on with Monday at first. Here's the pitch to Braun. There goes the runner. There's a throw down by Moore. Not in time. So with no outs, the go-ahead run, the speedster Willie Wilson is at second. He might try to steal third. There's the pitch out. He does not go. Pitch out again. He does not go. 2-0 count to Steve Braun. They spin around as trying to sneak in from the shortstop position is Robin Yount. They are definitely trying to keep Willie Wilson close. Again, pitching out of the hold runner. Here's the pitch to Braun. Full count. Braun grounds to second. Molitor throws to first. 1 away, but advancing to third with 1 out is the speedster Willie Wilson. A good piece of professional hitting by Braun to get the ball to the right side and move Wilson over to third. Here comes Freddie Patek. Patek hitting .444 in this tournament. 2 for 3 today. He did get thrown out trying to steal third. The infield will move in. What a devastating defeat this would be for the Brewers. Going into the top of ninth, they were up 4-0. The closer, combined with Augustine, give up 4 runs. Augustine had pitched a gem until then. Gave up a leadoff double, was lifted for Bill Castro, who was awful. Gave up 2 home runs, Castro did. 1 to Amos Otis and 1 to the pinch hitter, Pete McCock, who's now at first base for the Royals. So the infield moves in. Outfield straight away and normal. Here's the pitch to Freddie Patek. 0-1, Patek bunts it! It's a... They got him! They got him! It was a squeeze play! Caldwell quickly comes off the mound, throws to Charlie Moore, who blocked the plate and just planted Willie Wilson in the ground like a seed. And Willie Wilson is out. Patek is at first, and there are 2 outs. What a play, the infield in. The bunt. Caldwell quickly was off the mound, barehanded, and threw to Charlie Moore, who blocked the plate absolutely marvelously. Willie Wilson could not get through. He was planted in the ground like a tombstone. Out number 2. Let's watch that replay. As there's 2 outs and Patek's at first. He's a speedster. Here's the squeeze play. Caldwell quickly off the mound, quickly fires to the plate. Bare hands and goes to the plate. And they get Willie Wilson. There is still hope for the Brewers to advance to the Final Four. Money holding on to speedy Freddie Patek. Brett is at the plate. George Brett is 1 for 4. Lefty-lefty matchup. Caldwell throws over! It was just a lob throw. Testing what Patek was going to do. Again, Caldwell looks to Patek. Now he deals to Brett. Brett grounds a Yount. Throws to first. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Unbelievable. Willie Wilson gets to third base with 1 out. The squeeze play. And he is thrown out. And Caldwell and the Brewers get out of the jam. So in the bottom of the 10th, with a chance to win it and advance to the Final Four, it'll be Bando, Thomas, and Lascano. Bando and Thomas both homered in the bottom of the first. That was all the scoring the Brewers had. 4-0 held up until the top of the 9th when Kansas City scored 4. The Mad Hungarian, the Royals closer, Al Raboski, back out on the mound. Bando digs in, ready to grip and rip. Here's the pitch from Al Raboski. 3-1, and Bando works a walk as they play charge here at County Stadium. So Bando at first, very slow runner. And that's it for the Mad Hungarian. Here comes Dennis Leonard. Leonard pitched 7 innings with a no decision in the tournament. Gave up 5 hits and 2 runs, no walks, striking out 4. In 1978, Dennis Leonard was 21-17, striking out 183, walking 78 with a 3.33 earned run average. So both Game 1 tournament starters are in the game now. Caldwell for the Brewers, Leonard for the Royals. Thomas can win it with a big blast. Bando very slow at first. If he gets to second with no outs, or even with 1 out, we might pinch run for him with someone faster. Here's the pitch to Gorman Thomas. 0-1. Thomas swings. Shallow right center. Coming in is Amos Otis. He makes the catch. Retreating to first is Bando. Here comes Sisto Lascano. The right fielder's 1 for 4. Leonard 10 out of 10 stamina, 7 out of 10 hold ability. Quality of pitch is 5 out of 10. Movement, 7 out of 10. Control, very good, 8 out of 10. Brewers are going to play unorthodox, hit and run. There goes Bando. Here's the pitch. Lascano grounds slowly to Brett. Brett's only plays the first. And there's 2 outs. And Bando, the winning run, is at second base. Very slow runner. Here's Hisle Cooper. Willie Wilson's now playing left. 7 out of 10 defense and range, 8 out of 10 arm. All the arms in the outfield are absolutely tremendous. Pete Lecoq, after a pinch hit, game-tying home run, has been in at first, and he is a 6 out of 10 defense. Let's just take a look at who we have. And Sakata. Someone will have to play third, though. I think Molitor could move to third. No, short. Yount only plays short. Money, can Money move to third? Yes, and he's awful. Well, Cooper's going to need an extra base hit to score Bando. That's all it is. I can't risk taking Bando out. Oh, Gantner. Let me take a look. Gantner was a good utility player. And he's a 5 at third. That's not horrible. Much better base runner. Jim Gantner will come in to pinch run. And if, unfortunately, we go to the top of the 11th, he will play third base. So Bando's out for Gantner, 2 outs, 6 out of 10 speed, 7 out of 10 stealing ability. Cecil Cooper, the former Boston Red Sox, can win it here. Cooper's 1 for 4 in the tournament, 2 for 5 with 2 ribbies and a 400 batting average. If he picks up his 3rd RBI, there will be much joy here at County Stadium. Leonard is ready to work. He deals to Coop. And they walk Cooper. They wanted nothing to do with Cooper. They'll instead face off against Paul Molitor. 0 for 4 today, 3 for 12 in the tournament with 5 ribbies, though. 5 ribbies. He wants to get ribby number 6 and punch that ticket for the Brewers to the Final Four in our one-and-done 1978 playoff tournament. He will take. Here's the pitch from Leonard, and that's a strike. Molitor looks down to the third base coach, digs back in. 0-1. Winning run, Jim Gantner's at second. Cecil Cooper, his run means nothing. Lecoq playing behind him. Leonard picks up the sign from Art Kuznier, who's now catching, because Porter was pinch hit for him. And he is a 5 out of 10 defense for arm. And 5 out of 10 for arm, 5 out of 10 for defense. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Paul Molitor, looking to win it here in the bottom of the 10th. 2 outs, 2 on for the Brewers. Full count. There goes the runner. He's jammed. Popped foul towards the stands. Kushner goes over and he makes the catch. We go to the top of the 11th. The winning run, Jim Gantner, is stranded at second. And he will play third base and bat in the cleanup spot. So Mike Caldwell back out on the mound. Second inning of relief work. He will face Mcrae, Otis, and Collins. 4-4, top of the 11th. Winner goes to the Final Four. Hal Mcrae is 2 for 4 with a ribby. Right-handed pull hitter. Infield will shift left. Mcrae batting .308 in the tournament. Outfield will shift left. Caldwell, he's ready. Here's the pitch. 1-1 count. Mcrae swings, punches it, shallow left field. That's going to drop in front of Hisle. Go ahead run at first and Hal Mcrae. 6 out of 10 speed, 8 out of 10 stealing ability. Money holding him on. Here's Amos Otis. He had a 2-run homer, and that pulled the Royals to within 1 in the top of the 9th. Pete Lecoq hit the pinch hit home run to tie it. That's why we stand here in the top of the 11th with the go-ahead run at first and Hal Mcrae. Double play depth for the Brewers as Yount and Molitor pinch the middle. Codwell throws over, and Mcrae gets back. Codwell looks, now picks up the sign from Moore. He rocks and fires to Amos Otis, 1-1 count. Otis sends that ball left center field, cutting it off is Hisle, and he quickly fires it into third. As station to station go the Royals, first and second, no outs. And here's Al Collins, the right fielder, is 0 for 4. They need a strikeout here. Double play ball would also be marvelous. Once again, double play depth for Yount and Molitor in the middle of the infield. Outfield straightaway and normal. Codwell kicks and fires, 1-2. And that ball's past the leap of Gantner. Hisle has it, and they hold Mcrae at third. Bases loaded, no outs for Pete Lecoq, the man who had the pinch hit home run to tie it up. What a ball game, folks. What a ball game. We are in the top of the 11th, 4-4. Pete Lecoq could send the Royals to the Final Four if he can blast one out. Of course, they'd have to still get through the bottom of the 11th. Infield moves in. Outfield straightaway and normal. Here's the pitch to Pete Lecoq. The clock rips a shot to right and drops in. 1 run scores. And they hold Otis at third. It is 5-4. Pete Lecoq is 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies. Cock-a-doodle-doo for Pete Lecoq. And there is no joy here in Mudville, a.k.a. County Stadium, as the Brewers fans have fell silent, like the Paul Simon song. And here is Frank White, 1 for 11 with a ribby. Boy, if you're a Royals fan, you want to see Frank break out here. Once again, the infield moves in. Codwell on the verge of tiring. Larry Sorensen gets up in the pen. Game 2 starter. 5-3-3. Rapolgo, 3-2-9, gets up in the pen. Codwell, infield in, needs to get White out. No place to put Frank. Moore pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Frank White. He swings at the first pitch, he punches at the right, and that's going to drop in front. Here comes the second runner, here's a throw to the plate! Not in time. 2 more runs scored on the bases loaded single by Frank White. The throw by Lescano is late, and Collins gets in there, and it's now 7-4. What seemed like a done deal in the top of the 9th. 4-0 has now just turned into a nightmare, a house of horrors for the Brewers here at County Stadium. 7-4, no outs. Lecoq's at second. He is slow, and the speedy Frank White is at first. He has broken out. That's only his second hit, but he has knocked in 2 runs. Those could have been the final 2 nails in the Brewers' coffin. Here comes Willie Wilson. He came in to pinch run. He got to third base, and it looked like he was going to score in the top of the 10th, but the squeeze play was unsuccessful by Pontek. As quickly coming off the mound was Codwell. He shuffled it to Moore, who planted Willie Wilson in the ground, blocking the plate for the out, but that seems so long ago. And now the Brewers trail by 3. Here's the pitch to Willie Wilson. 0-1. Wilson bunts it. Fielded. They go to third. Do they get him? No! Bases are loaded again. As Moore went to third, probably should have went for the sure out at first. Here comes the mound visit. As Caldwell says he's pretty much done. And here comes Larry Sorensen, Game 2 starter. As it has gotten away from the Brewers here in extra innings. Repuggle will continue to warn. And there are no outs, bases, juice for Art Kusnier. Infield moves in again. Sorensen in 78, 18-12 with 1 save. He went 7 innings in Game 2 of the tournament. No decision, 12 hits, 7 runs, 3 walks, 1 K. Looking to redeem himself here. Here's the pitch to Kusnier. And that gets away, a swing and a miss. And another run scores. Unbelievable. Another 4 runs have scored here in the top. The 11th is now 8-4. Kusnier still at the plate, 0-1 count. Infield still in. Second and third. White at third, Wilson at second. Here's the pitch to Kusnier, 1-2. Grounds back to Sorensen, who looks the runners back and throws to first. 1 out. Here's Freddie Patek. The infield will come in again. Infield in. Patek tried to squeeze in the top of the 10th. And Willie Wilson was thrown out by Caldwell. Replogle is ready. Let's sit him for a moment. Brewers now trail by 4. Here's the pitch to Patek. 3-0, and he walks him. And that's it for Sorensen, as here's George Brett. Here comes Andy Replogle. "15 minutes ago, Milwaukee and their fans were so sure they were going to the Final Four. Now it's all gotten away from them. Bases loaded, 1 out. Brett is at first. At the plate. Patek at first, Wilson at second, White at third. All that blue. This is a bunch of players you want to start a track team with. They're very fast and all good base runners. Odds of turning 2 are slim. Infield moves in once again. Outfield straightaway and normal. Andy Replogle, 9-5 with a 3.92 earned run average. Does have control issues, even though his control says 6. In 78, he walked 47 while striking out 41, 9-5. Quality of pitches, well below average, 3 out of 10. Movement, 7 out of 10, that's good. And control, 6 out of 10, that's above average. Here's the pitch to Brett, 1-2 by Replogle. Brett rips a shot down the line, and that's going to score 2 as Brett doubles. And it's now 10-4 as the fans just are besides themselves. They can't believe what they're seeing here. They were 1 out away in the top of the 9th, going to the Final Four, and it's now 10-4 Kansas City. Hal Mcrae steps to the plate. Again, the infield moves in. Here's the pitch to Mcrae, full count. Mcrae sends that ball left field. Hisle going back, setting himself up. Oh, he drops the ball! Larry Hisle drops the ball! After 2 fabulous plays in left, he drops the ball. Another run scores. Holy poop. And now it's 11-4. What else could go wrong for the Brewers? Unbelievable. Here's the pitch to Otis. They're not even going to bring the infield in. Otis sends that ball deep right field, looking up, and gone! Another home run by Amos Otis. As Lascano just hangs his head The Brewers fans are on the verge of committing Harry-Carry. And I don't mean sing "Take Me Out to the Ballpark." It's now 14-4. Oh, and Collins gets put. It's a fight. Oh, both teams going at it, throwing haymakers. And now the men in blue finally gain control as the bullpens, everyone's out on the field. As Rapogel and Collins went at it, someone for sure is going to be ejected after this melee. And Rapogel is gone. So it just got worse and worse and now ugly. And Eduardo, even though that's the wrong pitcher, actually Bill Travers will come in. He'll have all the time to warm, as this game has just gotten mega ugly. And here's Pete Lecoq. Joe Zeb is now at first as Al Collins was thrown out of the game. He'll play in the outfield. He'll play right. Here's the pitch to Pete Lecoq. 0-2. Strikes him out. 2 outs. Here's Frank White. Travers wastes no time. He deals. 2-2 count. Ground ball. Hard hit to Molitor. He throws to first. And mercifully, and a mock cheer goes up from the fans who are still here at County Stadium. The inning from hell is over. We went to the top of the 11th, 4-4. Kansas City scored 10 runs. As the original Grognard says, well, you don't see that too often. No, you don't. And Dennis Leonard on the mound. He can pick up a win here. And odds are he will. He'll face more Yount and money. Here's the pitch to Charlie Moore. 3-0 and more walks. You're up by 10. You don't want to walk anyone. Bad pitching by Leonard. Moore is at first. Here's Robin Yount, 2 for 5. Moore takes just a slight lead. Leonard deals to Yount. 1-1 count. Yount swings. Grounds it slowly up the middle. What was that, a pop-up? It's a pop-up! And did they drop the ball? No! He holds on to it. Lots of confusion between everyone in the infield. But making the catch is Art Kushner. Kushner, not really known, didn't get much playing time. He had 9 games in 78. And here's Don Money. Royals are 2 outs away from going to the Final Four, and what an improbable win it will be. Money awaits the Leonard offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. 0-1, Money swings, sends that ball left field, going back, reaching out, making the catch for out number 2 is Willie Wilson. Playing right field is Joe Zeb, as Collins was thrown out when he charged the mound after being hit by Rapogel. So 2 outs, and they're down to their last out. Larry Hisle, who had been playing so marvelously in the field, dropped an easy fly ball in the top of the 11th. I mean, the game had already gotten away, but still. Here's the pitch to Hisle. This could be it for the Brew Crew. Hisle swings at the first pitch, and it's a base hit to center. They stay alive. Throw goes to third. And here comes Jim Gantner. He was the winning run at second that the Brewers could not knock in. With 2 outs, he went into pinch run for Sal Bando. Jim Gantner. In 1978, 216, 1 home run, and 8 ribbies. And you know what? I don't think we're going to let Mr. Gantner hit. We'll worry about someone playing. And here comes Ben Ogilvy. So Ben Ogilvy will pinch hit for Jim Gantner. Ben Ogilvy, in 78, 303, 18 homers and 72 ribbies. In the tournament, 3 for 8 with 2 ribbies, 375 batting average. Moore at second, Hisle at first. Here's the pitch to Ogilvy. 0-1, Ogilvy swings! Shallow fly ball, left center field on the run, making the catch is Willie Wilson. The Royals, with their improbable victory, with 10 runs in the top of the 11th, will advance to the Final Four. They celebrate like it's 1999. As the fans who are still left at County Stadium are still in disbelief. 4-0 going into the top of the 9th. Then it was 4-1. They were 1 out away from going to the Final Four, and they pulled a 1986, folks. Yes, they did. Wow. That is one of the most improbable comeback victories you'll ever see. Player of the game, Amos Otis. He had 2 home runs. Let's just check out Amos Otis real quick. He was 3 for 5, 3 runs scored, 5 ribbies, 1 walk, and he had 2 home runs. Again, he drove in 5. Where are the home runs here? Total bases. Home runs, Otis had 2. In the 9th, off Castro, pulled the Royals to within 1, and then in the 11th, icing on the cake, as they may say. So let's go through the box score. Paul Splittorff went 8 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned for the Royals, 2 walks, 2 Ks. He gave up 2 home runs. All the scoring for the Brewers came in the bottom of the first. Al Raboski went an inning, 1 walk, no Ks, no hits, no runs. Dennis Leonard went 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks. He picked up the win. Starter out of the bullpen. Jerry Augustine, in hindsight, maybe we should have left him in. He went 8 innings, gave up a double in the 9th. We pulled him for the closer, Bill Castro, who pooped the bed. Augustine, 5 hits, 1 run, as Patek did score in the top of the 9th. That was Castro's inherited runner, so that run was charged to Augustine. Walked 1, struck out 1. But again, the Brewers were 1 out away from victory, and they couldn't do it, as Castro would give up 3 runs in 1 inning, 3 hits, no walks, and he gave up 2 home runs to Amos Otis and Pete Lecoq. Caldwell would take the loss. The Game 1 starter in the tournament went 1 inning, 5 hits, 6 runs, as he pitched a good first inning but couldn't get out of his second inning of relief. 1 walk. Sorensen pitched a third. He gave up a run and a walk. And Rapogel didn't get anyone out. He plunked Al Collins, and a brawl ensued. 2 hits, 3 runs. Both of them earned. And Travers got the final 2/3, and he struck out 1. Home runs for the Brew Crew came in the first. Bando with a 3-run blast, followed by Thomas with a solo shot. They were back-to-back jacks. Brewers had their opportunities as they left 11 runners on base. The Royals only left 3. So George Brett was 2 for 6, a run scored and 2 ribbies. Hal Mcrae, 3 for 6, 3 runs scored and 2 ribbies. He struck out once. Player of the game, Amos Otis, was 3 for 5, 3 runs scored, 5 RBIs, 1 walk, and 2 home runs. Al Collins, who got into the brawl, was 1 for 5 with a run scored before he was ejected. Zeb came in to play right field. Wathen was 1 for 3. Pete Lecoq, who came in to pinch hit for Wathen, was 2 for 3, a game-tying homer, and an RBI single. So he had 2 RBIs and scored 2 runs. He also struck out once. Frank White was 1 for 6, a run scored and 2 ribbies. Porter's struggles continue at the plate. 0 for 3 with a walk. Willie Wilson was a pinch runner. He scored. Tom Poquette was 0 for 3. Then Wilson played left. Braun was a pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Kushner came in to catch, 0 for 1. Patek, who was thrown out at third, went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a walk. 46 at-bats in 11 innings for the Royals. 14 runs as they exploded for 10. That's right, 10 in the top of the 11th. 15 hits, 13 ribbies, 3 walks, 2 Ks. For the Milwaukee Brewers, who thought they were going to the Final Four, well, you're not. Robin Yount was 2 for 6 with a run scored. Money was 1 for 5 with a walk. Hisle, who played stellar defense, then dropped an easy fly ball after it was all said and done in the 11th, was 2 for 4 with a run scored. He robbed a home run and extra bases He was outstanding, and he dropped an easy fly ball. Bando was 2 for 4 with 3 ribbies on a 3-run homer in the first, and was lifted for the pinch runner Gantner, who would have been the winning run, but they couldn't knock him in from second with 2 outs. He went in to play third. Ogilvy pinch hit for him. He was 0 for 1. Gorman Thomas was 1 for 5 with a solo home run. Lascano was 1 for 5. Cooper was 1 for 5. Molitor was 0 for 5. And Charlie Moore was 1 for 4 with a walk. Striking out for the Brewers were Cooper and Yount. Well, Milwaukee, in an improbable loss, will not be advancing. Kansas City, with a tremendous comeback win, will. So Kansas City heads to the Final Four with an unbelievable 10-run top of the 11th and a 14-4 victory. Let's save the game. So there's only 2 more Elite 8 games to play. It will be the Braves and the Blue Jays and the Red Sox and the Cardinals. Already advancing to the Final Four are the Dodgers, as they beat the Astros 4-2 in our first Elite 8 matchup. And as you just witnessed in our second Elite 8 matchup, in a tremendous comeback, the Royals score 4 in the top of the 9th. 3 of them, actually I think all 4 came with 2 out. Yeah, I think all 4 came with, well, 3 of them came with 2 outs. They tie it up in the top of the 9th and then score 10 in the top of the 11th. They win 14-4 and they advance to the Final Four. And I believe, let's check out the bracket. Playoff coverage. Playoff tree. So the Kansas City will face the winner of Toronto and Atlanta. So Kansas City looking good to get to the finals. I don't know who I think I'll be managing Toronto in that game. And I'll definitely be managing the Red Sox. I always manage the Red Sox, who will be taking on the Cardinals. The Red Sox are heavily favored to face the Dodgers in the semifinals. The Brewers await to see who they're going to play in the semifinals between Atlanta and Toronto. Let's go back to the chat for a moment. I'd like to say thank you to D. Scott Howard and the original Grognard. Check out the original Grognard, wonderful military strategy channel, and much more, sports and action games. So thank you very much. Hope everyone enjoyed. It was a wild one. I thought we were going to, I was like, oh, we're going to finish this just under an hour. And we went extras. And when you have an 10-run 11th, top of the 11th, the game goes long. It was unbelievable. And you even get to see a brawl. So Al Red Sox fans saying thank you very much. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Until next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know what's coming, folks. Peace!